Hey Minecrafters, guess what? It's Kimise and I'm back for another episode of KimiseCraft. Sorry about that, hit the wrong key. Well, hey, how's everybody doing? Everybody like the backdrop of the city over there? Fantastic, isn't it? Well, guess what? I hope everybody had a fantastic Christmas. Everybody had a great time with family and friends. You guys had some time off and something to do. And right now we are in the mid-zone, what I call the limbo after Christmas, heading towards New Year's. Right. So is everybody ready for a brand new New Year's? I hope they are. I'm pretty excited. I am personally super excited about the new year and what it's going to bring for us. But I've also been trying to come up with something cool to do. And so basically, I was sitting here on the server, and if you notice, a few old faces have been popping on, doing some playing. And you know what I noticed we really needed on the server today? Yeah, and that's Fruit Punch and Inferno Spotted. Fruit Punch currently the high guy with the most death, for sure. We need a PvP arena. Yep. So that's what I'm going to start doing, and this is going to be something huge. We're going to have a really cool PvP arena. I want to use some redstone, and we're going to add some neat features to it, which can make it really, really interesting. I think we're going to create a couple different game modes for it, depending on PvP. We might set it up so that we can do PvP teams, as well as PvP, as well as solo PvP against other people. And it's getting dark. Well, right here where I have these two stones is the center. It's going to be a long oval, and it's going to be cool. We're going to create seating. We're going to create a stand area for it, and I cannot wait to get going. So I guess what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to spend some time creating the outline of the arena, okay? Creating the outline of the arena, and that's what I'm going to be working on. And I'm not sure if it'll be a good time lapse or not, so I may or may not do it at a time lapse, but I will definitely come back to you guys as soon as I get a little bit of it done. Thank you, Inferno Spotted, catching some Z's. Nice. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get this thing laid out, because this is going to be big. It's going to be a big deal, because this is going to be fun. In fact, if I can find a spawner and everything, maybe we can even have some mobs added into the PvP to make it even more exciting and more fun. I don't know. I've got so many different ideas and jesting for this thing. This is one thing I've never done before, so I'm pretty excited about putting my hands to it and seeing what we can come up with. What is that up there in the sky up there? Oh, yep, that's part of the clock that hasn't rendered. Okay. Yeah, I was like, what is that? Well, anyways, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and get this thing built out, and I will be back as soon as I have a perimeter to show you, so we can talk about what the next steps of it will be as we go on to build this big, awesomely fun, I'm hoping, PvP arena, guys. So this is Kimise. I'll see you guys in just a little bit. Hey, guys, it's Kimise, and I am back, and I want to show you the progress. I think we have gotten our arena size right now. Yeah, it's pretty big, isn't it? I'm pretty excited about it. So what I've done is, I fell. Well, anyways, what I've done is I went ahead, and this is like where we started at just a few minutes ago, is I went ahead and did our initial arena. So this center section, this is going to be our initial floor, our arena floor right down here. I think what we're going to use is we're going to use a lot of sand and sandstone all across the floor, because it's arena, right? I mean, you're not going to have a lot of stone and stuff on there, right? Well, I don't think so. Besides, we'll need the sand anyways for us to go ahead and do do some of the redstone that we're wanting to do. So the sand will actually make it a lot easier, and we'll use sandstone as well for that. So then I went ahead and expanded it and went ahead and set some areas for some seating, because definitely if it's going to be an arena, we got to have some seating, right? Okay, and then went ahead and built another ring for the top, at the top of the seating level. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to go one more ring out, because I'm not making a football stadium here or anything, but I think we'll definitely go out there. So here we go. It's turning out really nice. So things I'd like you to do now is I want to start go ahead and working on a facade, and of course the insides as well. So what I've got to do is I got to collect some resources. Got to get some sand. Got to figure out what we're going to do the inside of the arena for, and then I want to decide exactly what it's going to look like on the outside. Whether we're going to, I think we might do a combination of stone and sandstone, I think that would look pretty good. Boy, it's getting dark here. Let's go ahead and grab that bed. So I think we're going to use a combination of stone, sandstone, maybe even some red sandstone, because I mean we're making an arena, right? Okay. So I think we're going to definitely do that, but I've got a lot of that stuff to collect first before we can even get there. Okay. But I think the size, because we want this to be epic, right? We want this to be an epic part of our area. I think size is good. And, you know, I'm kind of glad I didn't put it over the ocean. That would have been a little bit more difficult to work out. But I think this is definitely going to be a great place for us to do some PvPing here on the server. And I think it's going to be really cool once it's all said and done. So, I gotta go collect some resources. I'm going to be back once I have some resources down. And then we're going to start probably by laying down some flooring, and then start working on the outside and the facade for what we want it to look like on the outside when you walk up to it, because I want this to be epic. I want this to be something that people are coming in to check out. And then we might want to see if we're going to put a dome on it or not. Yeah, that could be really cool. You know, maybe halfway open, depending on, you know, what type of weather we're getting up here and everything. I think that could be pretty epic. Okay, guys, so this is Kimise. I'm going to go ahead and get this taken care of, and then I will be back. Let me say I'm back, and I want to give you a progress report update here on the thing. Notice I went ahead and put down a sandstone floor. I don't think we're going to keep it sandstone. I think we're going to end up doing a whole bunch of cool things with this floor. We're going to use a lot of sand. We might even use some other textures as well. But this is going to be the arena floor. Man, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. It'd be great if we could decorate some of the sides too, like maybe put some things around that. Okay, so my vision is like right underneath here, okay? Like we're going to have a little dome like right over here. This is where the players come up from, and there's going to be like a little gate to let them into the arena. And what we'll do is we'll come up with like a countdown system that'll open the gates on both sides of the arena at the same time. And what they'll do is they'll keep the gates open, I believe, until victory. I'm not sure how we're going to do victory, whether it's just going to be, you know, whoever dies first or whatever. But I do want to have some rules set. Like, for instance, where I don't think we're going to be coming in here with, you know, our diamond armor and everything. I think what we're going to do is we're going to have different levels or possibly things where they can, like, get different... I guess I missed one there. Where they can get different amounts of armor, like maybe, you know, the leather battle, or maybe we'll have, like, an iron battle, or just swords, or just bows, you know. And then maybe, just maybe, you know, I'm going to... because I want to do a whole bunch of different things here in the center that pops up, you know, obstacles and things for the players to play around. We use for shielding or whatever, you know. And I think it'll be fun because it's not just going to be like two players go after it. You know, I want to make it so that there's some sort of strategy involved with it, you know, so we can see the best player win. So that's kind of my mindset on it. I think it's going to be super, super exciting. So so step one, there's our arena floor. I think it looks really good, and we're definitely going to do a lot more with it. But we still got to get the arena done. So what I did, let me sleep. It's nope, nighttime, not quite yet. Okay. So let me hop right up here. Okay. So this episode is going to be recorded over a few different days. So I should hopefully get most of this done by Monday. But what I did is I went around and noticed that I've gone ahead, instead of it just being one big rectangle, I went ahead and gave it some different shapes because, you know what, I want to kind of match the city and everything. And so we're going to have like 4 turrets. You know, you can see all 4 of them at the end. And they're going to wrap into the sides of the arena itself. And then we're going to have something grand on either side, maybe some wording or phrasing or something. I don't know. I haven't quite decided yet on each side of the actual arena. So it's going to have a really cool look to it. And here, let me go ahead and take a quick nap. I'll show you to you again, okay? Because I'm really stoked. You know, every once in a while you get a project that's like, woo, this is exciting. And I just want to kind of get you guys to see what's going on. Okay, so let me get a little height on it. Okay, so we got 4 turrets, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's going to be a big thing on this side, big thing on that side. I'm not sure what I'm going to do on the sides there. There's going to be a couple of entrances and a couple of staircases to get everybody to the seating area, or locker rooms for the players, right? So there's going to be beds. These are going to have like little locker room locker room areas on either side, so that a player can, you know, go ahead and put their important stuff in a chest, go ahead and sleep and set their spawn. Ooh, that's going to be another good thing with 1.15 is you'll just have to click the bed to set a spawn. That's going to make stuff like this even easier. And then up here, we're going to have these big, like we're going to have the regular stands, right? They're going to be all the way around. But then up here, we're going to have in these spires, you know, special VIP spots, you know, where you can go ahead and hang out and have a party and everything. I think it'll be pretty exciting. So this is what's going on now. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do another segment before I do stream. So today's Sunday is when I'm working on this video. So the next thing you're going to see from me is going to be stream time. So I'm probably work on this so I'll probably get some work on this done during the stream, and otherwise the next big installment will be afterwards, when I get a chance to get the facing and the way it looks on the outside. And then there's going to be a whole nother big episode, at least, as I try to cover the redstone that we're going to do on the bottom, in which we'll create our random style arena flooring, where we get different things popping up and giving the players challenges to deal with. And I'm kind of excited. I'm not sure whether I'm going to make it minecart powered or chicken powered yet. So I've already got some ideas running through my head of different ways we can do that. But I think it's going to be super, super exciting. So just to let you guys know, next check-in will probably be after stream tonight. So hopefully you guys saw the stream. If not, I'll let you know what I got done during the stream here in just a little bit. So this is Kimise, guys. See you in just a moment. 3, 2, 1. Okay, guys, I've got some progress to make, and I'm sorry I haven't been in for a little bit, but it's been several days since the last update. So let me show you what's going on. First off, let's check out the arena itself. We've got our towers going up. We've got standing room we're going to put up there, and then we're going to have these big spinnerets on top of those, so those are looking good. Also, if you come up into the towers, you'll notice that, yeah, there's a door. We've got some entrances. We're going to go ahead and get those all taken care of later. But you have a full up staircase in each one of these towers, which takes you all the way up to the top so that you can watch all the great PvP action from a high vantage point. So it's looking pretty good. Notice I had to break out a beacon too, because I was doing a lot of digging and had to take care of that. Also, you'll notice that I went ahead and did some decorating. We've got 4 gladiator themed statues, and these are made by a YouTuber called Meg Ray, and I'm going to go ahead and put a link to her video on how she made these statues, because I thought they were really great. So I went ahead and just took them, and I went ahead and used some different blocks to go ahead and give us some variation statues. And boy, I think they look really good. You got the guys with the spears, the Spartans with the spears, and you got the Spartans with the short swords and everything. Those look really, really good. So I think that will help make this arena start to come alive. So we still got a whole bunch of stuff to start to get this place looking good. We got to put the tops of the towers. We have to do some decoration all the way around. Okay, we have to go ahead and do some things with the seating and maybe adjust some stuff like right around here, around where the statues are. And then we still got to get downstairs and do all the redstone. Notice I had to make myself a farm here so that I could get nether wart, because I think that's going to be important here in just a little bit. So I've been pretty busy. Okay, guys, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to let me show you one more thing, and then we're going to get off. Let me show you one more thing over here, and then I'm going to go ahead and show you. So I went ahead and started doing the actual side front of the arena, and check that out. So we're using some stairs, andesite, and some acacia wood, and we got this really great look. Also went ahead and used some lanterns, and at night this looks really great. It lights right up. It kind of looks like you're getting ready to go to some big arena thing. Right now we're going to do something really special for the center entrance. I'm going to show you that as soon as I get it done. But right now what I'm working on is I'm working on clearing out the center, and check it out. So we got this really great forward moving staircase. It's going to go up in here, and then this is going to wrap in around all the side, because it's going to be kind of like I don't know if you've ever been to a really big stadium, but they usually have wraparounds, and then we'll have different staircases which will go up into the seating areas. Also, we got to go ahead and mark off some ends. Like, for instance, probably, maybe like from right about here, we'll have a short corridor that goes around here, because we got to have an area for our PvPers to be able to set spawn, sleep, and get ready to go into the event. And then down here, we got to clear all this out, because we got to go ahead and start setting up the redstone for this, because this is going to be I want it to be a fun PvP event where lots of random things are happening all the time while you are trying to take down the other player. So I've got a whole bunch of little redstone things that we're going to add to it, and I'm still trying to figure out how we're going to trigger it all, whether we're going to go randomly, like maybe find ourselves a chicken, and trigger different things in there randomly by chicken, or maybe a minecart might be the way to go. So that's what's going on right there, and I think it's pretty exciting. I think the PvP event we're going to have this Sunday is going to be lots of fun when it's all said and done. So, guys, I'm going to go ahead and step away now and get back on this, because I've got a ton to do if you haven't noticed. I mean, I've gotten a lot done, and I still have to decorate inside, because I don't want to walk in and see those big pillars. So we're going to have to do some inside decoration as well. That's going to match up with everything else. But the nice part about it is it's got plenty of light, and notice how I'm doing slabs. I'm alternating with lights and then bottom slabs. Then this is going to help us control the spawning in here, so we can go ahead and spawn proof the area as well. Okay, guys, so this is Kimise. I'm going to go ahead and get more of this done, and then I'll get back here with an update as soon as I get some more to show you. Catch you later. Bye-bye. Hey guys, it's Kimise, and I am back with, I think, probably the final update of this video, and then we're going to see you guys again next week on next week's video. Well, check out the arena. It has really come along quite a bit. There's still several things I want to do, but let me show you the last piece of work that I've just gotten done. Well, I mean, obviously I put an awning around it. That looks really, really cool from down here and from up there. I've also done a lot of lighting of the pathways and walkways, so spawning at night, as you can tell, has gone much more rare. I mean, it still happens. And I haven't, taken care of the tops of the awnings. Check that creeper out, just hanging up there, right? Anyways, but other than that, it's looking really, really sharp. And check it out. So I've got all the different possible posts up here, and you'll notice as I've been talking to you, every so often, something happens and they change. Apparently the chicken's not moving around a whole lot. There we go. See, check it out. Okay, and sometimes they go all the way up, and sometimes they go all the way down. So this right here is done with a simple double piston extender that we're using underneath here. And so what I did is I went ahead, and you'll see like where there's sand, there's definite blocks for this, and sometimes they go all the way up, sometimes they come all the way down. But they do randomize, and it's very random because who knows when the chicken's going to pop up. Here, let me show you. Let's go down here, down below, and let me show you what I did. So this is like one of the service entrances. So you'll notice like down here we have all these double piston extenders, and it's really a simple double piston extender. What we do is we put two pistons on top of each other, and we go ahead and plug in a repeater there with a observer facing down. And so what oops, you know what, that's missing a block. There we go. That's going to work right, you know. Yeah, I missed a few things here and there. You also have to have a block right up there, so when the observer sees this, it lights the block up, and then we'll go ahead and do the double piston thingy right there. There you go. See, it brought it all the way back down there. Well, this looks like I'm missing a few of these. Okay, well, anyways, I'll definitely be going around here and checking things out and making sure everything is listed very well. But that's really it. It's a very simple design, and it's super easy to work. Now, you'll notice all over the place, I got all these redstone lines, and basically how they work is that what I do is I have them come over here, and you'll notice I got like a redstone torch powering the double piston extender, and what I do is I want to go ahead and power the block with the redstone torch to turn the block on and off. When the block goes on and off, it goes ahead and extends our double piston extender, or retracts it, whichever one we happen to be on. And here is the master controller for our system. It's our chicken. Hey, Mr. Chicken. How you doing, Mr. Chicken? Mr. Chicken? Yeah. And so what basically, he has 3 pressure plates. So what I did is I went ahead and set this up into 3 zones. Okay. So you notice that, whoops. So what I'm doing is I went ahead and put 3 pressure plates in there, and I got 3 zones to come off on either side. Well, this one never really worked out quite the way I was shooting for, but that's okay. I just don't use that one right there. Okay, and what they do is when he moves, he triggers a pressure plate, the comparator lights on, and sets off a different set of redstone. Okay, and it's really all pretty simple, because that's just basically how it works right there. You know, super simple. Now you'll notice that the timing comes up, and what it does is it extends pistons and brings them back down. Now, one final thing that I'm going to do is you'll notice over here, yep, he's moving around, taking care of business, is we need to go ahead and set up a arena seat where everything's controlled. And that's why I've got this tunnel right back here. So what I need to do is I'm going to go ahead and set a redstone line that follows the roof of the room, goes all the way over here, so that we can trigger these right here. Okay, so what we're going to have here is let me show you. Do I got any slabs? No slabs on me. Okay, that's not a big deal. Let's go grab some slabs so I can show you exactly how this is going to work. Hey guys, I'm back. So let me show you exactly how this is going to work. So basically, right here where the gates are. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 gates right there. I'm going to go ahead and put 4 blocks right there and go ahead and assign some redstone torches. So you'll notice when you do that right up here, you'll notice that the gates are wide open. Now the thing is, we don't want the gates to be open yet, right? Okay, we don't want those gates to be open yet. So what we're going to then do is we're going to take these slabs just to give us a little more headroom here, okay? Because it is low headspace here. Yeah, that should be okay. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and let's see here. Let's just go ahead and up like that. And we're going to go ahead and control each one of those. So we're going to use a repeater right here. Let me show you. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Now, what we'll then do is we'll go ahead and shake some redstone dust right there. Okay. And what we want to do is then we're going to link this up to let's grab that. There we go. A redstone signal that we're going to bring over here. Okay. So as an example, okay, let's see here. What do I have on me? I have a torch, so that'll work. Okay. So as an example, let's see here. When it receives a redstone signal, okay, let's say it receives a torch. So let's go ahead and click it on. Okay, notice it turned all that on. Okay, so all those are now off. So all the redstone torches are now off because we just triggered them through a block. Okay, and now they're closed. So you can't get through the gate at this point. So even though it's about ready to start, it's not ready to go. Is that making sense? Looks pretty cool. You can still see the other gate from way over here. Okay, now if you take away the redstone signal, which we will right here, okay, boom, okay, then everything jumps right back to normal there. Okay, you'll notice that we have our torches right back up to spar, and then all we have to do is run a redstone signal from there. Okay, I think what we're probably going to do is we'll go ahead and do that right there. That way I can just go ahead and not have as many, that way it won't trigger these blocks at all here. So that way it'll just go ahead and follow it, and we shouldn't have a problem with that. Yeah, that'll be fine next time it gets triggered. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take all these signals around. Okay, just like this, until we can get the signal where we want to be, which is down by that hallway there. Okay guys, so let me go ahead and finish this, and then I can show you how we can trigger this all by a remote location. Okay, so guys, this is Kimise. I will be back shortly. Okay guys, so I finally got it all going. Let me just explain. So I use that mechanism I showed you earlier on routing the redstone. So we went ahead and routed the redstone line all the way underneath here, all the way underneath to this point right here. And all we simply have here is we have a simple sticky piston with a couple of redstone blocks. It's a very easy way to transmit a signal down. And slime blocks. So the slime blocks connect to this piece of redstone. So when that redstone goes down there, it's turns on that redstone line, which goes ahead and opens and closes our gates. Let me show you how that's going to work. I'm going to go ahead and close these off. There we go. That looks a little bit better now. And I went ahead and used some leaves just to kind of to show off that is, well, because leaves are unmovable when it comes down to slime blocks, so they're not going to stick to slime blocks, right? So that works out really well. So everybody, let's take a look. So right now the gates are open, so this is going to be closed, right? So the gates are closed, so we're going to do a countdown. 3, 2, 1. Let the fight begin. And then the gates... I'm sorry. Okay. The only thing I changed were some slabs. Let me go ahead and take them and put those. I know that's exactly what happened. Okay. So be aware that you do have a block limit. Okay, when you're dealing with slime. And so what was happening is that these slabs right here were locking up the slime block, so it wouldn't move. So let's try it one more time. Okay. I should have noticed that when I was doing that, but that's okay. So right now the gates are closed, and now the gates are up. Now the gates are open, closed. There they are, and open. Whew. And we can do a whole lot more fun with that, but for right now, I think that's all I can do today, guys. So hopefully you guys enjoyed watching watching this whole arena start to come together. I'm going to try to decorate a few more things. If you can, check out our stream on Twitch tomorrow. We're going to be doing we're going to be testing the arena out with some PvP action and having some fun with everybody who I can round up on the server, and hopefully we'll see quite a few of them on. And I think this will be a fun place to do some PvP and collect some heads from each other, right guys? I think it'll be exciting anyways. Okay guys, so with that, I want to remind you guys to make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Okay, it really helps the channel out. And if you don't want to miss any other videos, make sure you hit that bell button so that YouTube will remind you that my new videos are out. Hope everybody's enjoyed your holiday, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this project that I've been doing for the last week. So, again, guys, this is Kimise. Thanks a bunch. Have a great day. Bye-bye.